On today's video, let's talk hair toppers. I have done a synthetic hair topper before, but today I wanted to do human hair toppers because that is the one that people are usually more interested in. Now, keep in mind, synthetic hair toppers are going to be your more affordable option. Human hair toppers are going to be more expensive because human hair is expensive. The prices of hair toppers do range wildly from one end to the other. You can get them for a little bit more affordable and you can get them for really, really expensive. The biggest difference is usually going to be the quality of the hair and how long that hair is going to last and feel nice and look nice. And if you are going to be wanting to wear your topper every day, then I suggest investing in an expensive hair topper. But if you are only wanting it once in a while for the odd night out, then you can definitely go with a more affordable hair topper. So who are hair toppers meant for? Well, honestly, anybody can wear a hair topper, but typically they are designed for women who are kind of thinning everywhere, especially if they're thinning through the top of their head, because if you're thinning through the top and sides of your head, hair extensions really don't solve the problem. They can solve the problem of density through the bottom of your hair, but you can still see scalp. So toppers are going to sit on top of your head and they're going to provide coverage over top of that hair that's getting thin and showing your scalp, but they're also going to provide density as it comes down over top of your hair. Most people do cut their hair toppers to be the same length as their hair, but you can wear them longer as well. They're kind of like halfway to a wig because your natural hair is left out as well. Some people might pull their natural hair back underneath if they feel like the color match is not perfect, but one of the biggest things that's going to make a hair topper look and feel a little bit more natural than a full wig is that typically with a hair topper, you're going to leave your natural hair out unless you get a lace front hair topper. But for the most part, and the one I'm going to show you today, you leave your natural hair out. And because it's your natural hairline, that makes the hair appear much more realistic and much more natural than if you have a wig. The biggest giveaway of a wig is usually that lace front hairline. A common question that I get from people is, isn't putting the clips of a topper on your head going to damage your hair? And the short answer is no. A well-made hair topper that's sitting properly on your head and fitting you correctly isn't going to be very heavy. It's a lot less heavy than putting clip-ins, which are pulling down on your hair. Because the topper sits up here, the clips are more so holding it in place. They're not hanging on your hair. So it's a lot less weight and pressure on your hair than say clip-in hair extensions or ponytail hair extension, which is pulling on your hair a little bit, and you want to be a little bit more careful about that tension. Now, that being said, if you're really rough on your hair when your hair topper's in, pulling it, ripping at tangles, things like that while it's clipped into your hair, you can definitely still experience traction alopecia over time where the hair gets pulled out. But if you're wearing it properly, it's fitted properly, and you're not being rough when it's on your head, then you really don't need to worry too much about any damage. And at the end of the day, if your hair is so thin that you feel the need to wear a topper every single day, and a slight amount of damage happens to that natural hair, I mean, you're not comfortable showing your natural hair anyways. So I always err on the side of going with what makes you feel confident over going with what is necessarily the most healthy for your hair. Not that I ever advocate damaging your hair significantly, but if something is causing maybe slight damage, but making you feel really good about yourself, pick your poison, right? So we are going to be doing a hair topper from Tresselle. It's a company in London. She did send me this beautiful topper. She picked it out for me, and I have to say she did a great job with the color match. It is an excellent topper. It is beautiful quality, and it is not cheap. Her toppers are going to run you over $1,000, but after using this, I can tell you that if you have the money to invest, it is going to be worth it because it is beautiful hair. I will say also she did an amazing job with the color match. When I have done some shorts, people love to point out any small spot that it doesn't match my hair perfectly. And the reality is when you are incorporating hair pieces into your hair, the color match is not likely always going to be 100%. We're usually aiming for like 90-95% match. That's considered great, and blonde is the most difficult color to match exactly. And honestly, as long as you like the way it looks, it does not matter. Having realistic expectations of how closely a color can match your hair is important, but keep in mind you can always tweak your hair or tweak the hair extension, little things like that. I will compare. I did tone my hair freshly today, so with some purple shampoo. So let's see if it felt a little yellow on the ends compared to the hair topper last time. Let's see if it's a little better this time. This hair topper is longer than my natural hair. I could cut it to my hair length, but so far I've been enjoying it being longer than my hair. And it's a great way to add some length, kind of like hair extensions. All right, so here it is. It is a beautiful blonde color. Has a little bit of a root, kind of like a shadow root going on, which is really pretty. The hair is amazing quality. It's got this lovely cap inside. So it's got the lace cap underneath, but it's also got a layer of silk under there, which actually makes the scalp look super realistic. Instead of being able to see through and feel like you can see the hair underneath, there is a silk cap underneath, which is going to simulate the look of scalp, which makes it look a lot more natural. And as you can see, this is not a lace front topper. It's a hard front, meaning we're going to wear it back slightly from our hairline. We're not going to wear it to the front of our head. Our natural hair is going to be the hairline. So we've got this little comb here at the front, and then we've got the combs on the sides and at the back, and those are what's going to help keep it in place. This is quite a large topper. It's going to cover the entire top of my head and just down the back a little bit. There are smaller ones that just cover up at the very top if you're not worried. This one is definitely one that's going to give you more coverage and more volume all throughout your hair as opposed to just top coverage. Now, she is a little bit more rooty than I am because I don't leave any root in my hair. I have a tiny bit of root now because I will do my color in about a week, but this is definitely more rooted. However, I found because I'm only leaving the hair out at the front, it just looks a bit more like a money piece. But I could also go in with a little bit of root powder and add a bit more root to my natural hair if I wanted the blend to be even more seamless. And I probably will get a root powder and experiment with that a little bit. So then I'm gonna open up all my clips before I put it on my head. Make sure they are all opened up and ready to go. And I'm gonna take this front comb, I'm gonna put it over my head. I'm gonna take this front comb, I'm gonna put it in probably about like 1/2 inch to 1 inch back, flip it down and just push back. And then I'm gonna go around and make sure all those clips have gripped a little hair. And then I'm gonna snap them closed. All right. Then that's literally it. That's how you put it on. Then you're just gonna take your brush and kind of brush the topper and your natural hair together. And that's gonna kind of incorporate everything. Yeah, and I think toning my hair really helped it blend a little better. I will post a picture here of what it looked like before I toned my hair. Now, if you feel like the front is obvious and it makes you uncomfortable, first of all, I want to say that unless someone's looking at you up close, honestly, they're not gonna be able to tell. I also could, like I said, add a little bit of root powder to my natural hair, and that's gonna make the blend much more seamless. I'm also right now just gonna kind of change the part. I do find that a side part is a little less detectable than a center part, in my opinion. So if you are really uncomfortable with the way it looks. Try it with the side part. Play around with it. You can also try wearing it a tiny bit further back. So this time I'm gonna give it a little bit more of my natural hair out front. And there we go. That can help even more. I mean, you'd have to be like right up in my business to notice, especially if I added just a tiny bit more depth into my natural roots. But either way, I love this option. I think it's amazing. This is a beautiful hair topper. The details for this topper, this one is 16 inches. It is the Santorini Pearl, and it retails for 1,199 pounds. I don't know what that is in Canadian dollars or American dollars, but it's not cheap. But honestly, it feels expensive. It feels worth every penny. I probably will, like I said, experiment with some root powder, and I'm probably going to cut a little bit of layers in it, but I'm not going to make it shorter because, hello, look at that hair. Love it, love it, love it, love it. More than any other hair topper I have tried. To be fair, this is the first sort of high-end hair topper I have tried on myself, so that says a lot, but I think it's amazing. I think if you are looking to make an investment, this is definitely a good one to try out. And yeah, let me know what you think of this in the comments if you think this is an option for some of you with thin, fine hair. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope that this gives you another option if you are looking for ways to thicken up your thin, fine hair or solutions for your thinning hair. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Like and subscribe so that you are part of the DIY Hair School family. I will see you in the next video. Bye.